Ako po si Win Gatchalian at welcome sa For the Win, ang panalong-panalong podcast para sa mga lumalaban, bumabangon at syempre, mga nagwawagi. Mga ka-win-win, guess what? We have a royalty in the house. Hindi lang dahil she made her history, pero dahil sa likod ng corona, merong kwento ng sakripisyo, tiyaga at paninindigan. Her story isn't about glam shots and pageant walks. She's been a working student, a breadwinner, and a quiet fighter for her family. Meron siyang corona at kwento. So today, hindi lang tayo mag-uusap tungkol sa mga gowns at Q&A. Ang pag-uusapan natin, totoong buhay at totoong tagumpay. So let's give a grand welcome to the pride of the Philippines, Christine Julian Hinky Opiaza. CJ, welcome to the For the Win podcast. CJ, ilan na ang mga napanalunan mong events at pageants?
Actually, di ko na po maalala, pero siguro more than 10, I would say.
Nakita ko nga sa profile mo, dami kaya hindi ko rin maalala eh.
Tinatabi ko po lahat ng mga sash.
So mga 10 na lahat.
More than po siguro.
Oh, dami na.
Yes.
Congratulations dun sa last mong napanalunan.
Thank you po. It's my pride also. I think kahit sinong beauty queen na nakapag-represent ng Philippines, same lang din yung feeling. And it's really fulfilling to bring the whole Philippines, and at the same time, iba kasi yung support ng Filipinos, especially pagdating sa pageant. Kasi parang sinasabi namin lagi yung pageant para siyang basketball. Ganun yung feeling. Or para siyang laban ni Manny Pacquiao. Para siyang boxing, ganun. Ganun kalakas yung support ng lahat ng Pilipino pagdating sa pageant.
Madalas ko sabihin sa mga bisita ko na foreigner sa Pilipinas, pag umikot ka sa buong Pilipinas, sa lahat ng sulok, makikita mo 3 bagay. Karaoke, basketball, saka pageant.
Pageant.
Diba? Buong Pilipinas may ganyan.
Yes. Kahit saan ka mapunta.
Correct. In last pageant mo, you were, it's quite interesting kasi yung nanalo, I understand na disqualify siya. And being the first runner-up, you were crowned as the winner.
Yes.
No? Kwento mo nga sa amin kung anong nangyari doon.
Nagulat din ako, katulad ng lahat. Actually, during that day, it was just a normal free day. Sabi ko nga, wow, at least may free day ako today. And then, I specifically was in a dance studio. Nagano ko noon, dance rehearsal. Tapos yung studio, walang signal sa area. So, hindi ko alam kung anong nangyayari. Hapon yon. Tapos, I got a little break. Sabi ko, sige, labas muna ako. Then, I'll use my phone for 10 minutes. Biglang pag-open ko ng data ko, ang dami ng notification. So, medyo nagpanic ako in a bit na parang kinakabahan ako na may nangyari bang masama or something. Because people from my organization and the organization internationally and some of my friends were calling me, which is a new thing for me kasi madalas wala naman akong natatanggap ng mga calls unless there's an event or work. And that day, wala naman akong work. And I got my day planned out already after my rehearsal. Pupunta ako dito. And then biglang, wala na, na-stand na ako. Hindi ko na alam yung nangyayari. I saw the post from both sides. I got a call from the international organization, and then they were asking me if you have the free time to digest everything first, then call us back, then we'll talk about it. And then I called my team, sabi ko, hindi ko alam ano nangyayari. And then, but nung nabasa ko na yung news about it, I knew that in any moment that day, I have to step up and take the responsibility as the new crowned Miss Grand International. So, shocked, surprised, but also grateful. The Philippines was celebrating that day also. Kasi first crown of the Philippines makakuha ng Miss Grand International after how many years?
13 years, no?
Yes,
13, 14 years?
14 years.
Mga 14 years. Anong unang pumasok sa isip mo? Anong unang emotion na pumasok?
Na-blanco po talaga ako. Sabi ko, hindi ko talaga alam paano siya ipaprocess. Tinry ko lang munang alamin, okay po, ano yung mga gagawin natin, the legal conditions and everything. And then, I had to talk to my team. And then, there comes na yung schedule, may crowning na daw and all. I was able to actually digest the whole thing nung crowning moment ko na sa Thailand.
Pwede ba makita yung crown mo? Is it?
Yes, actually, nandito po siya. So, this is the
Wow.
coveted
Ano,
crown of
bahawak?
Miss
Wow.
Gran.
Pwede ba sanlato?
Patay tayo.
But this is yours na or you have to return it, di
I
ba?
have to return it po. But I'll
Daming
definitely have a
ano
copy
ito,
of this crown also.
You have a replica.
Yes. But this is the real crown of
Galing.
Miss Grand.
Wow. Pwede ba natin dalhin sa ano ito?
Itakbo.
Sa Luwelier para... And then, itong bagong role mo, maraming expectation to di ba? I know sa mga pageants, you have responsibilities. Akala ng mga tao is just purely, ano lang, di ba? Beauty.
Just showing up beautifully.
and going to on the stage. Pero maraming responsibilities to eh. In fact, I know na for 1 year yata, magiging busy kayo. So, can you tell us yung responsibilities and nabigla ka ba dito sa new responsibilities?
Well, for me naman kasi since I got the crown na nito June, I was crowned June 3. So, until October na lang yung reign ko. Ako din yung isa sa may pinaka-shortest reign.
So parang yung naiiwan na
yung
lang
naiiwan na months,
time.
Yun yung kailangan kong i-fulfill. Unless the organizations ask me na to extend or kung meron pang mga ibang
work. Barangay election, ini-extend parate.
Miss Grand International is advocating for stopping war and violence.
So, talking about inspiration and responsibilities, gusto kong malaman kung itong being a beauty queen, was it your dream na nung bata ka pa or kailan ba naging part to ng dream mo? So, can you tell us about your childhood and then also your dream being a beauty queen?
So, yes po. Dream ko na siya. It wasn't my parents' dream. It was personally my dream.
Anong age mo na-realize na gusto mo maging beauty queen?
Pili ko around 5.
5 years old?
7 years old. Kasi
ano nakita mo sa sarili mo?
Bata ka,
ano nakita mo sa sarili mo, di ba?
Yung father ko kasi model siya before.
Okay.
So, nagmo-modeling na siya mga brands, ganyan. So, although hindi ko pa siya masyado naiintindihan, pero whenever I see him do like rehearsals, parang, gusto ko din sa stage. Gusto ko rin mag-modeling. Minsan, ginugulo ko yung mga kasama niyang model, tapos nagpapaturo ako. So, before I wanted to be a model, yung mga Victoria's Secret model, yung mga ganyan. And then, sa city ko kasi, sa Olonga po, hindi naman ganun ka-open yung modeling eh. It's more of maraming pageants. So, parang doon na ako na-divert sa pageantry. Sabi ko, it's the same thing. Nasa stage ako, nagpa-perform ako. Tapos aside from that, you get to do talent competition. Sa modeling kasi wala. You just walk for brands, di ba? So, doon may modeling, tapos may Q&A pa. So, maraming nangyayari. Sabi ko, okay, interesting. Kasi nung bata ako, sa public school, ewan ko if makaka-relate yung iba, may mga canvassing lagi.
Canvassing?
So, canvassing, yung parang nagbebenta ng, dapat may news and escort kayo.
Okay.
Tapos magbebenta ng mga ticket. Well, hindi ako sumasali doon kasi gastos. Nasa utak ko gastos yun. Hindi ako mananalo doon. So, sasali ako sa mga dance competition. So, nung bata ako, may group ako.
So, talagang mahilig ka na
mahilig ako, involve ako sa, performing.
Hindi ka nahiya, tapos
Sabi siguro magkakapatid ako yung medyo makapal yung mukha. Tapos yung parents ko naman kasi supportive. Since, I think, kasi both of them, kumbaga nasa entertainment din dahil yung father ko, model, then my mom was also a singer of a band before sa city. So, parang both of them inclined doon.
So, nasa parang entertainment / modeling /
basta performing. So, support sila. Pero lagi akong talo sa mga pageants sa school or yung mga ibang pageants sa city. So, I would say I came from, humble beginnings.
Oo nga. When you said you went to a public school.
Yes, proud
for both elementary and high school.
High school, supposedly, okay naman, wala namang problem with me. And malapit sa bahay yung school. Less gasto sa pamasahe.
Naglalakad ka lang.
Pwede kang umuwi pag kakain ka ng tanghali, ganyan. And then, yung boss nung father ko offered the scholarship sa papa ko.
For high school?
Nung high school ako.
Galing.
Kasi I believe yung boss niya before, kumukuha siya ng mga scholars ng mga anak ng mga trabahador niya. So, nasama ako doon. As long as I maintain this grade. So, yon, but just for, I think, 2 years. And then, yung father ko na yung nagtuloy, nagbuno ba na matapos ko yung, kasi nasa private
So,
school
ibig sabihin, you're also academically
Mini-maintain.
maganda yung standards mo.
Yes. Yung parents ko naman, as long as hindi ka babagsak. Hindi naman siya yung parang strict na, kailangan honor student ka, top 1 ka, top 2 ka. And nung nasa private school ako, medyo culture shock ako na, ay, ganito pala sa private school. Iba yung demand. And iba rin yung galing nila. So, nung nasa private ako, tipid-tipid, bibili ka mga second hand na mga books, second hand uniforms, mga ganon. Para matapos lang yung school. And then, I joined Miss Teen Olongapo. Thrice. yung una, wala pa siyang scholarship program. I was 13 years old. Parang yun yung first teen pageant ko dati. 4th runner-up ako. And then sabi ko, sali tayo ulit the next year. Tapos narinig ko may scholarship kasi sabi nun parang, hindi ka na makakapag-college kasi nga, magastos. Ganyan. Although may public college naman sa amin. But I know, kasi syempre pag nag-aaral ka, marami pa yung mga miscellaneous fees, whatever. So, sali ako ulit. Second year nila ng Miss Teen. Hindi ako pumasok.
But the third, pumasok ka na.
Yes. Yung third ko, nanalo na akong first runner-up. Ang makakakuha lang kasi ng scholarship hanggang second runner-up. 100%.
Okay. Pero ang ang premium nila, scholarship?
Scholarship, may cash prize din.
Pero ang ganda ng pageant nila. I think
kasi may scholarship.
Parang meron silang advocacy. Hindi lang pageant, but also education.
Education. So, sabi ko, Mama, kakapag-school na ako. So, I studied in Lyceum of Subic Bay. So, sa Olongapo. I finished my degree in business administration, human resource major. So, I was supposed to get alam mo yun, pag college ka ng course gusto mo, gusto mag-aral sa UST.
So, tuloy-tuloy ka nag-scholar. High school,
and
college.
Yes.
So, you're a academic achiever, diba? You're a model.
Yes.
Tapos ngayon, you're a pageant winner. So, you achieved so much in your bata ka pa, in your
27.
In your young age.
Thank you.
Lalo na in school kasi I think we have to emphasize importante yung education.
Yes, importante.
So, and mostly, diba, iniisip nila pag sumasali sa pageant, nag-quit ng school. No, marami ako naririnig na ganyan. So, but sa'yo, you're a constant scholar until you graduated.
Yeah, kasi ako naman parang, since I needed to help my family also, you have to think wider. And yung reign mo kasi as a queen, it only lasts for a year. So, laging may question na parang, okay, what's next?
Correct.
You don't know what's gonna happen. You can either be relevant or not anymore. So, that depends on you. So, lagi akong takot na parang, baka after this, wala na. So, mahirap. Saan ako magpo-fall? At least I have my degree. It's easy. I mean, it's hard also. In the country, you have to have your degree at least to get a job. So at least I have my diploma with me. Although I wasn't able to try any corporate job yet.
And busy ka naman ngayon with your going arounds and with your responsibilities. But you said earlier you're helping your parents.
Yeah.
So you were also helping them financially.
Yes, I'm the breadwinner of the family until now.
So paano mo binabalanse yun? You're a breadwinner. You have your pageant responsibilities, diba? And I'm sure you also have your advocacy. So, paano mo binabalanse lahat to? No, kanina you mentioned that you were traveling around because of your responsibilities. So, how do you balance all of this at a young age?
So, mahirap, of course, especially nung pandemic time. Sobrang hirap. Kasi, lahat stop na. Walang may work. And yung
So, meron tayong tissue. Meron tayong tissue dito.
Sana waterproof yung makeup. So, yung yung father ko, OFW siya since, I think grade 6 ako nung umalis siya. Grade 6 until I was in college. Pero mahirap pa din kasi he was in Singapore for how many years? Pero maliit din yung sahod.
Okay ka ba?
Okay, Papa. So, mahirap i-maintain, and at the same time, at a young age, I get to
Okay, okay ka lang?
okay lang po.
Si G.
I get to, see and understand the reality of life, the needs, the demands, and all. And I am the oldest, so parang you kinda think na parang you have to also step up, like a mom or a dad to your siblings. Kasi kung wala ring gagalaw. So, since yung mom ko naman, housewife na siya since nung bata kami. So, since na pinanganak niya ako, hindi na siya nag-work. So,
Mm.
talagang focus siya sa'min. Then yung dad ko yung nag-work. Just comes to a point na nawala yung work, nag-close yung company, so
Hmm.
kailangan bumalik dito. Tapos for almost a year, wala siyang work. And that time naman, nanalo ako ng national pageant. So yung prize ko dun na nakukuha ko monthly, yun yung panggastos namin. Which is nakaka-help
Oo,
naman, to be
yeah.
honest.
And blessing yun at 'di
Yes.
ba? I mean, itong mga dumadating sa'yo is
Mm.
actually blessing dahil
Blessing, yes po. Kasi at that time, siyempre ako parang iniisip ko lang, if I win this pageant, then may pera kami. There was a point where hindi rin ako makabayad ng miscellaneous. I was already a scholar, but I had to pay the miscellaneous, and parang I just needed 2,000 pesos, and all my friends nag-ambagan.
ang bait naman nila,
Nag-ambagan
Ang
sila para
bait.
tigpa-500 para makapag-enroll ako
Para
for that
matapos mo yung
sem.
school mo.
Kasi
Yeah.
sabi ko, "Uy, girls, parang ano ako, male-late ako na mag-graduate kasi di yata ako makapag-enroll this sem." So sabi nila, "Hindi, mag-aambagan na lang kami, bayaran mo na lang pagka meron na." So ako no'n nag-aano na ako, may fashion show na 1,000 sa SM or 2,000, sige, may hosting sa SM, mga GC yung payment, okey lang kasi mapapang-grocery, eh. So, in a way, I would say na medyo practical ako talaga mag-isip until now. So, which I think helped me to balance everything. I try to save as much as I can save, not do any reckless buying of things. At some point, you kind of feel guilty din, eh, pagka I would say, a lot of breadwinners would agree. Parang if you wanna do or, buy something.
Okay ka ba? Gusto mo pa
Okay lang
tissue?
po. Baka
Meron pa dito, marami tayong tissue.
yun po. Parang if you wanna do something or buy something for yourself, for example, you kind of feel guilty to do it kasi you have to think na, "Oh, baka 'pag ginawa ko 'to, baka biglang may mangyari tapos wala kang mahugot." And ayoko na, personally, ayoko na bumalik dun sa point na parang ang hirap. Parang kakatok ka ng mga bahay to help
Mahirap.
you.
Kaya pala nasabi mo kanina, Gen Z ka with a baby boomer mentality. Pero tama yun dahil actually maganda na papakita mo yan sa mga gustong pumasok sa pageant because maraming, akala nila marami na pumapasok sa pageant, glamorous lang eh. Diba? It's all glamour, it's all pageantry. Pero dapat malaman rin nila na may meaning rin to for yourself and for your family. Like in your case, yung pageant nakakatulong sa family mo. And it helps you also plan your life.
Yes.
Diba? And like sinabi mo, maganda yung sinabi mo about planning eh. Planning is very important. Maraming tao na reckless talaga. No? Kagaya yung online gambling, diba? Ngayon, may ipon sila pero nauubos sa gambling. But you need to plan your life talaga. Not only for you, but also for your family.
For your family, yes. Because I also don't want to see my siblings, especially, to, I mean, I want to teach them na life comes with hurdles. It comes with all these problems. And kailangan, pag biglang dumating sa harap mo yan, alam mo kung anong
Tsaka
gagawin mo.
handa ka,
At
diba?
least, and then, you also have to learn how to ask for help. But at some point also, as an ate, parang, of course, ayaw mo din naman na umabot sila sa point na makikita mo sila yung mahihirapan na parang, na nagmi-mirror
Mm.
yung sarili mo before sa kanila. So, as much as possible.
So, tinuturo mo rin yun sa
Opo,
kanila?
tinuturo ko din and sinasabihan ko rin sila kasi I mean, ako kasi hindi naman ako takot sa death. So, anytime I could be gone, 'di ba? Paano 'pag wala na ako?
So, tinuturuan mo sila mag-save and
Yes,
also be
kailangan nila mag-save,
responsible.
yes.
Mhm.
Manghihingi kunwari ng money dahil malapit ng pasukan, magbibigay ako excess.
Very
Sasabihan ko
inspiring yung
na.
story mo kasi nga, to be honest about it, sa mga ordinary nating mga constituents, tingin nila pageant is just glamour.
No.
But for many people like you, it's really deeper and more than that and deeper than that. So, but I think in responsibility of being an ate and using what you have now to help your family, very inspiring yun. But very stressful. Nakikita ko, very stressful. Hindi ka naman iiyak kung hindi stressful, di ba? Very stressful ang reality.
Stressful ang reality talaga of life. And tumataas mga bilihin.
No, very stressful.
Diba?
So how do
Kakagalaw
you
mo.
handle stress? How do you handle
Kape.
stress? Like right now, how do you I'm sure meron kang family responsibilities, lumilipad ka.
Mm-mm.
And now you have responsibilities for
Madami.
how do you handle all of this stress?
Well, I have a good team. I have a good set of people also who help me. But personally, hindi ko din alam. I think the stress is just here. And then parang ako minsan, sige, dito ka muna. Ito yung kailangan kong gawin ngayon. Fulfill this. Balik ako mamaya. Babalik ako kung ano yung mga kailangan
Meron ka bang special activity? Like ako, I
Actually,
exercise every day to release stress.
Ako po before, nung talagang umabot ako sa point na parang ayoko na, hindi ko na kaya lahat. So, yung gym yung naging parang
Outlet
way
mo.
ko. Yes,
Yeah.
parang pag wala akong gagawin, feeling ko may mali. Feeling ko ang tamad ko. So, gagawin ko, pupunta ako ng gym. Mag-workout ako, minsan nabot akong 3 hours.
That's
It's
to
not
release
because
your
just
stress.
I want to, gain muscles or something. It's just to release stress.
Mm.
Tapos, I love seeing people, like, hindi ko man sila kausap, nakikita ko lang. I feel like, nakikita ko lang sila. I feel like,
So, punta ka sa coffee shop, tapos
yes,
people
po.
watching lang.
Opo.
Actually, minsan ako
Actually,
ganyan
ginagawa ko yan.
Nung college, ganun ako actually.
Kaya mahilig din ako maglakad. Kasi, you get to see,
Iba-ibang tao,
iba-ibang tao,
tsura.
iba-iba yung story. Yung makikita mo, may family minsan sa daan. Makita mo yung family na to, iba naman. Tapos yung isa, malalaman mo, working student yun. Yung parang ganon. Iba-iba yung story ng life. And ang ganda lang din tignan.
Meron bang times sa life mo na you wanted to quit?
Yeah.
And then, parang ayoko na itong pageant na ito, ayoko na itong ginagawa ko, I just wanna, bahala na. But yung ugali mo, hindi naman bahala na.
Hindi
But
hindi ko
meron
kaya.
bang time na you wanted, ano yung instance na yun na you wanted to quit?
It was the pandemic, 2020. Parang, yun kasi yung time na lumabas kami ng bahay namin, ayun, a problem sa lupa, yung mga ganon. Lumabas ng bahay, bumalik ulit doon. Pagbalik doon, hindi na namin alam anong gagawin namin. Kasi, kaya kami lumabas, because I think everyone naman may plan during that year na sabi ko, may work ako dito, makakabiyahe ako Manila, balik ako Olongapo lagi pag may work. Ganun naman ako before, balikan lang. Bigla nag-pandemic. So, yung pera ko na pangrenta sana, hindi kakayanin kasi nag-pandemic. So, stop lahat. Walang ipapasok sa akin. And wala ring makakapaglabas anyone from the family. Sabi ko, balik tayo doon sa lumang bahay kahit nag-aaway-away.
How do you overcome challenges? Ikaw, what is your strategy? Kasi tama ka, no? Sa buhay naman, di naman mawawala yung hirap tsaka challenges. But how do you overcome that? Ano yung...
I think it's more of embracing it. Na
The
parang,
challenge?
yes, you have to be present in the challenge. Hindi mo kasi pwedeng isang tabi. Pwede yung, parang sabi ko kasi lagi, hindi mo siya pwedeng takbuhan eh. Pwede ka lang mag-pause. Okay, so isang tabi ko to muna. Saglit.
And then,
pero kailangan mo siyang balikan. Hindi po pwedeng takbuhan mo yan kasi babalik at babalik lang din yan sa'yo at some point in your life.
So, haharapin mo rin?
Haharapin mo din siya. Hindi kasi ako din masyadong ma-open na parang ikukwento ko. Ito yung problem ko, ito yung problem. Or like sa family. I think medyo naging ganun yung environment namin. Hindi masyadong open when it comes to, expressing na hindi mo na kaya yung problem and
Mm.
everything. So, ako, mahilig ako mag-isa. So, gagawin ko lalabas talaga ako. Maglalakad lang ako. Magpapahangin.
Kung
Sabi
hindi
nila.
open, who do you talk to? Diba? Kung hindi open may mga ganun na. Ako,
Yes.
to be honest about it, my family is also like that. But who do you talk to? Meron ka bang best friend? Meron
Meron
kang
naman ako,
kapatid?
yes.
Who do you talk to? Kasi
Ayoko
outlet
sa
is
sisters.
important eh.
No, ayokong ikwento siya sa sisters ko kasi,
Kasi stress rin sila.
ayoko masi-stress din sila and at the same time, yung kasunod ko naman, medyo same lang ng age ko. Pero yung bunso, ayoko as much as possible naririnig yung mga away-away or problema. Kasi feeling ko ano siya hindi ko kasi alam paano yung way nung pag-adapt niya pa. Kasi feel ko hindi pa ganun fully mature yung pag-iisip niya. Baka mamaya maisip niya, puro lang negative. O baka naman mamaya mag-isip na kailangan kong gumawa ng ganito, ng ganyan, ng hindi namin alam. So, ayoko naman umabot dun sa point na yon. So, ako, may best friend ako, who was my best friend since elementary.
So, yun nung kinakausap mo
minsan
kung may mga problema, may challenges.
Siya ang mahilig mga musta naman. So, doon na ako magkukwento. May free day ka ba? Sige, coffee time. Mahilig kami nalabas magko-coffee lang. Nagkukwentuhan na. Siya yung listener. Ako naman yung...
Sa mga ganitong challenges, it's good for your mental health na mayroong kausap.
May
diba?
kausap,
I'm sure
yes.
you know that being an advocate.
Yes.
No? So, yan yung number one na mayroong outlet. Kasi kung kikim-kimin mo lang,
mahirap
eh.
Sasabog
ako, ganun din ako. I have someone to talk to.
Yes. So, I think that's why I came to a point na parang feeling ko sumabog na ako nung time na yun. But I had this friend also na I talked to her. Tapos, sabi niya, ganito muna, hinga ka, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos, hinelp niya din ako at that moment. And then, I had to find some ways also, some work para medyo yung isip mo. Minsan kasi pag wala kang ginagawa, doon pumapasok lahat eh. So if you have something to do, medyo nawawala ka doon sa mga problema.
Sa mga problema. As a breadwinner, how do you deal with this pressure? And then, anong feeling na you're the breadwinner and inaasahan ka ng family mo? Anong nararamdaman mo doon?
Siyempre mahirap. Parang at some point you would say, paano kaya kung hindi ako yung breadwinner?
Meron pa tayong tissue.
Like parang if I get to alam ko naman sa sarili ko na ma-discarte ako, ma-work ako. If I get to save all of this, on your own, but at the same time it's fulfilling to see that you give back to your family. Na at some point, you get to experience things na nahihirapan kayo before. Like yung mga...
Sorry, Sorry, dami. Sorry, hindi ko sinasadya na
like yung mga simpleng punta kayong restaurant, kakain kayo without thinking how much is the bill. Although, at the same time, kasi kung ikaw gastos, isipin mo, magkano kayo gastos sa amin dito? Ilang trabaho kaya kapalit nito? Parang ganon. Pero at least, I get to do that now, na parang, dati, pupunta ka, walang problema, kasi ako mahilig ako mag-ukay, pupunta kayo ng ukay, you buy shoes there, and until ma-worn out yun, doon pa lang ulit gagawa ng paraan to find a way to buy a new one. Or, yung pinaglumaan ko, mapupunta sa kapatid, di ba? Normally, ganon. Ngayon, kaya ko silang bilan ng tag-isang shoes, yung ganon, na mga simpleng bagay. But, yun nga, it's fulfilling naman na at any moment, sana naman walang mangyari or anything. Kapag may kailangan, at least alam ko na kaya kong mag-provide, kaya kong maglabas especially ng pera. Yun naman talaga yung mahirap din.
I think yung fulfilling dyan, yung pinaghirapan mo, bumabalik sa family mo, diba? Hindi, kagaya ng sinabi mo, hindi yung reckless spending. I think maraming ganyan. Marami akong kilala na nagkaroon ng project, daming kinita, and then bibili ng expensive things, and then pag may nangyari na, wala silang pagkukunan. I have friends na mga ganun.
Piling ko kasi yun yung lagi ini-instill ng mama ko sa akin din dati, na parang, bibili ka ng ganito, makakain mo ba yan? Or lagi niya sinasabi noon, paano pag wala kang pera, tapos lumabas ka na uhaw ka, hindi ka man lang makabili ng palamig o ng ice water. Which is true. I mean, yung logic of it na parang, oo nga
Oo
naman,
nga.
paano kung wala ako kahit 100 pesos?
Ibig sabihin nun, you have to really save for,
Yes.
diba, for the rainy days, sabi
Yes.
nga nila. Ano naman mapapayo mo sa mga youth, no? Mga ka-age mo, mas bata pa na katulad mo, maraming ginagawa. May breadwinner siya, nag-aaral siya, daming responsibilities sa life. What can you give them as an advice?
It's a big challenge, but it's also a big win if you get through it. But being present every day is already a big win, and it's a blessing that the Lord gave you another time to see the beauty of life. Still, try to find the beauty in
But what
in everything.
strategy do you give them?
If there are opportunities, doors na ino-open, binubuksan sa inyo, as long as it's good, as long as it's not harmful to other people and to you and your family, then do it. Like, for example, for those who are in pageantry also, ang daming opportunities ngayon. Social media, you get to take advantage of it in a way na it can help you. Especially sa youth ngayon, I see there's a lot of ways of earning eh. A lot of
So
ways
dapat
of earning.
madiskarte lang.
Yes, lalo ngayon, I mean, the growth of AI, the growth of social media, of everything online, grabe, before there are no resources like this, like years ago. Sa panahon ko, meron na eh. But you have to be very, very wise of it.
Basta
But
hindi
also,
illegal.
Basta hindi illegal. Basta
Pwede
hindi
ka
illegal.
mag-diskarte.
And also, if you earn money, of course, you save your money. Think of it of saving, magkaroon ka ng emergency fund, magkaroon ka ng saving para sa sarili mo. If you are able na to save enough to have your own insurance, get your insurance and invest if you can.
So may insurance ka ba?
Yes, ayun yung gift ko sa sarili ko last year.
So ang payo mo
I
is
save.
So you say, the first diskarte.
Diskarte talaga. Diskarte. Save, you have your emergency funds, another saving yon, and then your insurance. And then, ayun, find ways talaga to earn. A lot of ways. YouTube.
You have to be resourceful.
TikTok.
No?
Resourceful talaga,
tama,
lalo ngayon.
So in other words, nothing comes easy. Diba?
Nothing comes easy, and wag na wag kang aasa sa ibang tao. Para buhayin ka. Mahirap yun.
Okay yun, ha?
Para mabuhay.
So mga nakakarinig, at least alam nila kung
whether
ano
it's your parents,
motto mo, ano yung motto mo.
Whether it's your parents or a friend or...
Be independent.
Be independent. Be independent. Kasi, pwedeng mawala yun sa isang iglap. Paano ka pagka nawala lahat?
Ngayon, may insurance ka na, so at least meron ka na pagkukunan.
Pero kailangan pa po mag-ipon. More pa.
Ang ganda ng sinabi mo, CJ. Hindi mo lang ipinanalo ang Pilipinas, ipinakita mong posible ang tagumpay kahit sabay-sabay ang laban sa buhay. O mga ka-win-win, let's take a moment and let this sink in. We'll be right back. Importante na pag-usapan natin ang mental health dahil marami pa rin tayong mga kababayan na hindi naintindihan itong kondisyon na ito. Dapat mapag-usapan natin ito para maintindihan nila kung ano yung pwedeng gawin, sino yung pwedeng puntahan, ano yung pwedeng lunas dito sa mga nararamdaman nila. Ang pinaka-common na mental health condition ay yung depression o yung talagang sobrang lungkot ng tao. Akala natin pagod na pagod lang, kaya pinapatulog lang natin. Pero mas malalim pa pala yung dahilan. Kaya ipinasa namin yung batas on Basic Education Mental Health Program para mabigyan natin ng kaalaman ng ating mga teachers, principals. Binibigyan rin natin ng training o kaalaman ng ating mga magulang tungkol sa mental health. Base sa aming pag-aaral at sa mga kwentong narinig namin sa aming pagdinig o hearing sa Senado, marami tayong mga kabataan na nakakaranas ng ganitong mental health condition. Kaya huwag silang matatakot. Huwag silang mahiya na kausapin ng kanilang mga magulang, kanilang mga teachers, lalo na mga ating guidance counselors dahil alam nila kung anong gagawin. At kami rin, gumagawa pa kami ng maraming programa para makatulong sa ating mga kabataan. Bilang inyong kuya sa Senado, asahan ninyo na naririnig ko ang inyong boses at gumagawa pa kami ng marami pang programa para matulungan ng ating mga kabataan at siguraduhin laging malusog ang pangangatawan at pag-iisip ng ating mga estudyante at mag-aaral. Ito pa rin po ang For the Win podcast at kasama pa rin natin ang reigning Miss Grand International, CJ Opiasa. Of course, you're now a title holder. nasa social media ka palagi,
Mhm.
nasa limelight ka parati. How do you keep yourself grounded? Ito nakita ko rin to in many things, lalo na in politics. Yung mga nananalo ng politics, pag pumasok sa ulo nila, kala nila kung sino na
Mhm,
sila, no?
mhm.
Akala nila invincible sila. But in your case, now you have the spotlight. How do you keep yourself grounded?
Sabi nila hindi lumingon sa pinanggalingan ay hindi makakarating sa paroroonan. Lagi ko rin yun iniisip, lagi rin sinasabi ng parents ko yun, always be humble. And alam ko naman saan ako nanggaling. Hindi ko lang pinapalamon yung sarili ko
Yun ang
sa
importante.
spotlight. Also for those yung mga nangangarap pa lang, and then when you achieve that dream, sana you still remain humble. Sabi ko lagi kapag nag-speech din ako, I always try to connect and tell people na your crown should be guarded with humility all the time. All the time. It doesn't give you the power to, step on people. You're
Mm.
not above anybody.
Mm-mm.
Anybody. Kasi you also, isipin mo na lang, back then, you also started like them. You were also just a candidate competing for different pageants before you came to that point to represent the whole country and to take home the crown.
And yung mga,
Everyone, di ba,
yeah.
nag-effort yan. Lahat yan nag-invest ng...
Saka dapat maisip rin nila na yung mga ganitong pageantry and yung crown there's also limits eh.
Yes.
At one time, like mga politiko rin, hindi na kami magiging politiko.
Yes.
Babalik kami sa
May
being
another set.
Oo.
May another set.
And babalik kami being an ordinary
people.
constituent.
Yeah. Like katulad ko, after my reign, I'm also thinking, of course, about, okay, what's next for me?
Mm-mm.
Parang now pa lang nag-iisip na ako, nagpa-plan na ako ng ano kaya mga pwede kong gawin.
Mm.
Will there be opportunities ma-open sa akin? Mag-open ba akong business? Anong work? Saan na kaya ako noon? But I'm also thankful kasi ngayon po, after this, I'll be going to other countries. And I'm bringing Philippines. So, alam mo yun, nakaka-proud na parang, pag may mga tao doon na parang, oh, you're from the Philippines, right? Parang nakakatawa sabihin, yes, I'm from the Philippines. Go to the Philippines.
Anong life win or anong isang panalo mo sa buhay na hindi alam ng ibang tao, na hindi mo pinopost sa social media or hindi mo pinapublish, but ito yung isang personal achievement mo na you're proud of?
I think my biggest win, I get to have my first million saving.
Na hindi mo pinost?
Hindi.
Kala ko.
No. Pero after how many years, parang, ay, ma-achieve ko pala yun.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Sana,
at a young age.
Sana hindi ko mabutasan.
At least, importante narinig ko sa'yo plano eh.
Yes.
Diba? It's not the amount, but how you plan your
future. Parang before I came to that point, siguro, merong mga small winnings na doon, na parang naipon, tapos umabot ako sa point na to. Yeah, it's not about the amount of the money itself, but everything na ginawa ko before I get.
Ikaw, being a Gen Z, you're a Gen Z, or 27. You're part of the Gen Z generation. Ano ma-advise mo sa kapwa mong Gen Z na who's experiencing stress, burnout, overwork?
So if you get to have a free day, lalo yung mga nasa corporate work, di ba? You get to have your day off. Kami kasi ng mga naman nasa entertainment, freelance, or politics also, ang day off, depende yan eh. Minsan sa isang buwan, walang day off. Minsan meron. So if you get to have that day, do something that you want. And do something new. Sabi nila, find a new hobby. Lagi. Tapos, then, yun yung lagi mong gagawin every time you get a free day. But when you go back home, you also have a little of your time, maybe an hour, give yourself an hour without holding your phone, maybe just watching something.
So, mga 1 day or 2 days a week, ganyan?
Hopefully, if you get to have 2 days, kung meron kang 1 week, siguro fulfill mo muna lahat ng duties na kailangan mong gawin, like magbabayad ka ba ng bill sa bank or whatever.
Sa mga chores.
Yung mga chores mo muna, tapusin mo muna yan para wala ka nang iisipin for that week. And then after that, that's the time you wanna go meet your friends, okay. You wanna go out, yeah, but bigay ka curfew sa sarili mo kasi may pasok ka kinabukasan. Yung mga ganon. Or you just wanna go out alone, you wanna do some salon thing, or like shopping ka lang, mag-mall ka lang, or you just wanna be at home and clean. Ako
So-
kasi, yun nakaka-relieve din ng stress sa akin yun. Cleaning my place.
So you go out, people watching,
Yes.
go to the gym,
Go
you
to the gym. I
cleaning
clean.
So ito
clean.
yung mga stress relievers
Stress
mo.
relievers ko yan.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? As a
In
beauty
5
queen,
years.
as a woman, and as a Filipino?
Mhm.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years or even longer?
Hopefully, I'm working still with the organization. Kung ano man yung mga works na meron pa with them. Hopefully, if there's an opportunity also in the entertainment industry, why not? But at the same time, one of my biggest dreams is to have my studio. Since I'm also
dancing studio.
it's a modeling studio.
A modeling
Yes.
studio.
Well, pwede rin dancing. Iniisip ko na kasi pwede rin going dancing studio, photo studio, ganon. Pero I train girls. I train beauty queens kasi, yung catwalk.
Good.
I'm a pasarela trainer. So I just stopped for now since I don't have enough,
Time.
time
Oh,
to train girls. But I
Galing,
was
ah.
able to send some girls who competed internationally and won the crowns also for the Philippines. So I'm thankful. Hopefully, I get to have my studio, and by that time, sana meron na, and I get to train more girls.
How do you define success or sumakses, sabi nga ni Ninya?
So,
Diba?
success!
Diba? Anong definition mo ng tagumpay?
Okay.
And
So,
how do you measure true success or true sumakses? Sabi nga ni Ninya.
so for me, well, success, it's not about the things that you achieve, like crowns, medals, trophies, certificates, recognition from people. It's actually about winning the small things, taking the small steps, and then
Like,
before
give me an example, yung small steps.
yung mga, for me personally, yung time na I thought I wasn't able to go to college, I finish it, I have my degree, that's success
Galing.
for me. That's that's a big win already. I think that's the first gown na sobrang tuwan-tuwa ako masuot. Kasi I was the first one also in the family
So
to
it's
finish.
not a beauty queen gown,
Yeah,
it's your
my
toga.
toga. So, I was also the first one to finish college in the family. So, yun yung isa sa biggest success ko. And then after that, I was able to pursue my passion in hosting. I get to have some opportunities.
Oh.
So, another success for me, some people will just see this as small events, but this is, big success for me. So, before I get into this, before I get more in the future, I was able to be present on those small
Yung
winnings
small
in
wins
my life.
for you
Yes.
is a measure of a big success.
Yes, and you have to take every single step and not jump from one place to another.
But how do you measure success? Is it monetary? Is it fame? Is
Actually, I don't know if you know the hierarchy of needs. Nag-aral. No, but the hierarchy of needs kasi diba it talks about contentment. So I think yun yung pinaka madali pero pinaka mahirap din. Madaling sabihin na kontento ako sa isang bagay pero mahirap sabihin na you're truly contented na with everything you have. So for me, that's how I measure success. For now, yes, I would say I am very much contented with everything that I have.
So content in your family,
Yes,
content with
with
success. Love
the-
life, content ka ba?
Tsaka na po.
Hindi. Yun, hindi ka pa content doon. But content overall in where you are right now.
Opo, like I'm in a relationship with my crown.
Tama yun. At least
So,
naririnig nila.
Opo. And basta as long as you're happy, your heart is happy for your family, your friends, your dreams, then I think that's how you measure success.
CJ, thank you very much for coming over despite
you po.
the rainy situation. And narinig ko na mental health advocate
Yes
ka.
po.
Meron din kaming mental health caravan na ginagawa every 2 weeks. No?
Yes.
Twice a week. And we go to schools, we invite parents kasi nakita namin tumataas yung incidents ng mental health natin. So if you have time, you're more than
po.
welcome to
Yes,
join us.
Of course
Yeah.
po.
But thank you.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much po.
CJ.
Thank you po.
From first runner-up to first ever Pinay Miss Grand International, CJ reminded us, kahit madelay ang crown, hindi madedelay ang destiny mo. Dahil hindi kailangan perfect ang lahat para matawag na karapat-dapat. Ako po si Win Gatchalian at sa bawat pagsubok sa buhay, lagi niyo pong tandaan, manalig ka, laban lang for the win.